Hello and welcome back to Valhalla. On the last episode, some crazy stuff went down at the bank, so we actually slept over at our boss's office, just so she could keep us safe for the night. So yeah, let's get started. Rise and shine. Oh, good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? It's still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Ysbryd Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they're petrified somehow. You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there are still some bad apples out and it's really not safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. Oh my god. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Say is okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer than wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we going to work today? Nah. Things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Does she work on weekends too? Huh. Oh, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get back to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. Oh, it's like a date. Whoa, I really love this. What is this layout? And here we are. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, you want to hang out for a bit? Hmm? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit, mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table, but I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me? You want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you want it. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing that Kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Oh right, boss. You're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home and going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Dunno, some flea market ages ago? Why? Nothing, it's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, it just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want, I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Hmm? Oh, that's just Four. He's just aware of any new visitors. Cats will be cast, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, it's weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home, we had a bear. A what? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. Hmm? This picture here isn't something you see every day. What? Me taking such a snappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh. Is this pic recent or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that never get old. Or that's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when you called her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I went away. Haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. And you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pick out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic, then miserable. I'll just put it this way. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Now, please give that to me. Hello. Alright. I didn't see anything, don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Oh, that's adorable. Also, I really like how Jill has a crush on her boss, so there's a bit of tension here. Wait, I can just drink? That is so cute. Oh, and I guess we can drink, drink because we have 12 cans left, interesting. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any differences between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. I don't know, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, Oh, I love that sound. Is this one made with that, What was the name of the base liquid used at the bar again? Nutriogenic dicometryllidogenol, or NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kissed polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And this one is made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? No, not really. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Don't know, what with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it's surprising me that you kept a poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it didn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot on the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though. I mean, that's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Do you just call me dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey Jill, where did you get that black 4-ball? Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually stray. I found him in the alleys near the building, not long after I moved to here, I think. I see. It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water at the dogs. They ran, so I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as he walked. Turned out the little shit started following me. So you brought it home. At first I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me wherever I came back was just too much for my heart, so he ended up staying. It was destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute though, not like the fat mass that's sleeping on the table. Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know. Oh, shit, I actually did that in front of someone else. Anyway, don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that? Maybe. Oh, so it's not the cat talking, it's her talking, pretending her cat is... Oh, that's really weird. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There are 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. Yeah, you and me both, Gil. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. I mean, unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with robbery and the levitation potion. Right. Levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have any money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I judged him from what he did as an employee. That's a good mindset. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always keep an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah, why? It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot. We're also getting pretty red in the face. I just realized. What? Even you can see she has a hot body, boss. You'll find no objections here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to her room and... Jill, are you sure you aren't drunk? I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... But those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I can handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That, and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such a childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lylum can be weird. You think? Lylum operate in some really foreign reality. Oh, foreign logic, sorry. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their minds are destroyed, their minds are backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on their circumstance, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they're different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lylum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lylum is a bit weird, though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lylum doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them, you know, the R word, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lylum? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lylum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See, like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels really silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well... Did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister is a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got scrapped literally everywhere. Strapped, sorry. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model that can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't even a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when she transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kid show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards or body image, challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back then I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her, I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I got to middle school, and what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about thighs they're at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov will be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like the men? 2D. 2D? Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable, and now? I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating on me or cheating with me or on me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with owning a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. The bed could catch fire, you know? Not you two. I kinda envy Alma for all that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. Are you okay? I'm fine, it all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position, and she was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go apologize? Maybe I should. Maybe that'll make me rest easier at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Hey Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes for 4? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distancing yourself. Like with, say, thinking what kind of clothes you can put on 4. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your sub-girl friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back at you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A red-headed glasses-wearing gut nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually. It's called N1RV Anna, and if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with over there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means that it's an annex for another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened N1RV and B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place to get away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. And we're out of beer. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you're in the what? I've done a lot of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler and MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there are a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones who want to hurt me. What about you? I Yes, I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was a pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know? Boss. Hey, boss. How did you lose your V card? Huh? You know, your V card, your first time, you're deflowering. Oh, that. Well, I'm legally bound to not disclose that information. Does that mean you lost it? Can't disclose that information. Come on, just give me a hint or... Jill, bad things will happen for anyone if that info is revealed in any way. Alright. Sheesh. I can only say this much. The whole thing is related to my mechanical arm. Great. Now you're just teasing me. Any reason why you want to know that? Well, everyone's first time is always a mess. But I've always to know if it was messy at time as mine. What happened? Well, I got all lovey-dovey with my first boyfriend, and when we were both naked, when I saw his dick, I started laughing. What, you got nervous? Nervous? No, I just find dicks funny. They're funny, they have a sack attached to them, and they curl. And they're just stupid meat rods. So, how did your boyfriend react? He went flaccid from the laughter, and it just shrunk and went limp. I had to work it out for a bit so I can control my laughter, but it's so hard. They're just so stupid. Stupid meat rods. Jill? Huh. Well, let's see how to move her back inside before she catches a cold. That's cute. I really liked that. I could have done without the meat rod story, as funny as it is, but... Wow, that's really beautiful. I love Cyberpunk games. Like, this is the closest thing I've played to a Cyberpunk game, but just this whole city and kind of grungy environment is not something that I like in real life, but I don't know, it's a nice video game setting. And it looks like we moved to Chapter 2. Alright, and we will pick up on Chapter 2 in the next episode. It's funny, I actually had no idea there were chapters in this game, which makes me wonder how long this game is actually going to be, because I have no idea. But yeah, we will pick up right here with Chapter 2 in the next episode. So until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then.